Hey, history buffs! Today we're diving into the age-old conflict between the Catholic Church and Freemasonry. This feud spans centuries, so buckle up for an enlightening ride through history. First off, what's the deal with Freemasonry? Freemasonry, also known as the Masonic Lodge, is a fraternal organization that traces its roots back to the stonemasons of the Middle Ages. It's built on the principles of brotherhood, moral uprightness, and mutual assistance. Sounds harmless, right? Well, not in the eyes of the Catholic Church. The tension started in the early 18th century when Freemasonry began to gain popularity. In 1738, Pope Clement XV issued the first papal bull against Freemasonry, titled In Eminenti. The document condemned Freemasons for their secretive nature and their seeming allegiance to principles that could undermine the Church's authority. Why such a strong reaction? Well, the Church saw Freemasonry's emphasis on reason, enlightenment, and secularism as a direct threat to its teachings and authority. Freemasons promoted ideas that challenged the divine right of kings and the Church's control over societal norms. This was during a time when the Enlightenment was encouraging people to think independently and question traditional authority, not exactly what the Church wanted. Over the years, various popes reasserted this stance through multiple papal encyclicals. Pope Leo XIII's 1884 encyclical Humanum Genus is particularly notable. He described Freemasonry as a dangerous enemy of the Church, accusing it of promoting religious indifference and moral relativism. But what about the Freemasons? They've always maintained that they aren't a religious organization, and membership doesn't require abandoning one's faith. However, their open-minded approach towards religion and their promotion of a moral code based on rationalism and humanism have always been at odds with the Catholic doctrine. Fast forward to today, and the Catholic Church's stance hasn't softened much. The 1983 Code of Canon Law still prohibits Catholics from joining Masonic associations. The Vatican's Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith even reiterated in 1983 that Masonic principles remain irreconcilable with the teachings of the Church. On the flip side, modern Freemasonry continues to be inclusive and diverse, welcoming members from all walks of life and various religious backgrounds. They've also worked hard to shed their image of secrecy, emphasizing charitable work and community building. So what does this all mean? Despite centuries of conflict, the rift between the Catholic Church and Freemasonry remains deep. While Freemasonry has evolved and adapted to modern times, the Catholic Church's fundamental objections to its principles have stayed largely unchanged. History is full of such intriguing conflicts, and this one is a classic example of how differing worldviews can lead to enduring tensions. Whether you side with the Church or the Freemasons, it's a fascinating chapter in the book of history. Thanks for joining me on this historical journey. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like and subscribe for more history content. Until next time, keep exploring the past to understand the present.